At this point tonight, we know that many of the patients are or have already been transported out of Waldo County. Our Pearl Small live tonight at Maine Medical Center, where officials there have told us they are and have teams ready and on standby to treat patients there. She joins us live tonight. Hi, Pearl.
Hey, Brian and Chris. So the latest that we had heard from a spokesperson here at Maine Med was that they are expecting to receive 10 patients from this Searsmont incident at some point tonight. Now, we have no official word yet on if they've received all of those patients and the conditions of those patients, but I can kind of describe what we've seen from standing outside of the emergency room here and watching the hospital's helipad. Most recently, we saw just about 20 minutes ago was a Delta ambulance arriving, and that's an ambulance company based up in Waterville. And we have seen 3 Life Flight helicopters land so far on the helipad here. We saw one just around 2, one a little bit before 4, and one just after 4. So just to kind of explain the transfer of patients, we know Maine Health is the only level 1 trauma center in the state and the one with a burn unit. We also know that this was, as Bailey had explained, classified as a mass casualty incident, which is an event that generates more patients than there are resources available locally. And just from reading the Waldo County Emergency Operations Plan, it says that Waldo County Hospital cannot take more than 8 patients at a time in the emergency department, and even less if they're in critical condition. The plan also says that they might be able to handle the first 2 critical patients, but the remaining patients after need to be transported to a hospital outside the county. We were told that the 10 patients Maine Med expects to receive were initially treated at Penn Bay Hospital in Rockport and Waldo Hospital in Belfast. And just a bit before we saw that last helicopter land, we were told that Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center, which had received 1 patient described to be in critical condition, had transferred that patient to another facility. They did not specify exactly what facility that was yet, but that hospital did say they don't expect to receive any more patients. And as I had said, a spokesperson for Maine Health said that Maine Med here expects to receive 10 patients total. That was the latest update we received. We will continue to keep asking for updates on the patients' conditions and, if they have actually received all of these patients. As of now, that's all we have from here, but I'll send it back to you guys, Brian and Chris.
Pearl Small, live for us tonight at Maine Medical Center in Portland. Pearl, our thanks to you. And as we were talking about through our extended coverage today, oftentimes in an emergency, a patient is transported to more or less the closest facility,
yes,
evaluated, stabilized, and then moved on to other facilities as it warrants, which is what it seems we're seeing at this point, moving on to Portland.
Yep, that's exactly what we're seeing. Maine Med, the only level 1 trauma care center in the state. As Pearl mentioned, the only one with a dedicated burn unit. We do know that there was at least 1 patient who had gone to Maine General with burn injuries. We know that they were transferred on to higher level care. We don't know for a fact that they went to Maine Med. Logically, that would be the place they would go. Yeah.